If you, the way that you play the men for your people is to come out here on the highways and hedges, man.
That's
and
right.
put the brick in for the truth out here, man. That's how you play the men for your people. Reading on.
And the Lord do that which seeth him good.
Hey, you gotta have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. That by his will, that he's gonna do right by you, man. That he's gonna have mercy on you. You see? Hey, we gotta make our calling and election sure out here, man. You know, and do the good works. You see? Hey, let me get Hebrews 10 and 24. You got it? Well, whoever got it first. Hebrews 10 and 24, man.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 24.
Bring it out.
It reads, and let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good work.
Hey, that's what we gotta do, man. And that's what all the brothers up here are trying to do, man.
Right.
Is to provoke you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, hey, to do the good works,
That's
man.
right.
To come out here, and, to do the good works, or to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, you know? Hey, reading on.
Verse 25, not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together.
Exactly. Hey, we're supposed to gather ourselves together, man, you know, and come together with this thing to the best of our abilities.
That's
reading
right.
on.
As the manner of some is, but exhorting one another.
Exhorting one another. Hey, that's all this is, man. This is an exhortation, man, to the house of Israel, man. Northern kingdom and southern kingdom. Hey, we gotta stop with these idols, man. Hey, we gotta put an end to worshiping these things. We gotta put an end to creating these things to be worshiped also as well. Because all we're doing is setting ourselves up for destruction, man. You know? Hey, we got account after account in these scriptures demonstrating the fierce anger that Yahweh has for his people whenever they worship other idols, man. You know? And keep the customs of the heathen, man. The scriptures tell you, learn not the way of the heathen.
That's right.
You see? We're not even supposed to learn the way of the heathen. But our people won't even take the time to learn anything about their true nationality and their heritage, man. Let me get Proverbs 14 and 16 up in the show. Hey, we're going to try to stop somebody out here, man. You know, we got to try to edify somebody. We out here prophesying to the wind, and that's okay. Hey, you know your nationality, brother? According to the scriptures?
I'm part Indian, bro.
Part Indian on your Cherokee? Okay,
You're Israelite.
You're an Israelite according to the Bible. We got to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments,
That's
man.
right.
Hey, man, hey, they don't even want to stop, man, but that's okay. 14 and 16, Bubba Gashaw.
This is Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
A wise man feareth and departeth from evil.
Hey, a wise man feareth and departed from evil,
That's
man.
right.
You see? And what constitute a wise man in regards to this scripture? Let me get Job 28 and 28. That lines up perfectly with that. Let me get that one more time, Bubba Gashaw.
Proverbs chapter 14 verse 16. Check it out. A wise man feareth and departeth from evil.
Hey, so a wise man is going to fear. You see, when they hear the words of the Lord come out, hey, they're going to have ears to hear, of course, and they're going to fear, and they're going to depart from evil. And we're going to get what that is, and what's that demonstrate. Job 28 and 28.
This is the book of Job, chapter 28, verse 28.
Bring it out.
And unto man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom.
Let's get that one more time.
And unto man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. And to depart from evil is understanding.
Hey, the fear of the Lord is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding. Hey, so that's what we're trying to have our people do. Hey, you know,
Said he got 5 minutes for us.
oh, got 5 minutes? Oh, that's right. You know your nationality according to the Bible at all whatsoever? Well, if you're on this sign right here, and you consider yourself an African American, then that would make you from the tribe of Judah.
Right.
Oh yeah, so that should be on the youth. That's what we out here for, man. That's what we out here for, man.
right.
Hey, so as far as you being from the tribe of Judah, do you know who else is from the tribe of Judah? Hey. Who would be the image of the Messiah?
That one,
Thank you. see, we're here to destroy this this image right here. You see, and break down that stumbling block. Yeah, Revelation 1 and 14.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 14.
Bring it out.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Hey, this is talking about the Messiah here. Hey, there's a reason why that's not being able to be lit. Because it's going to be a distraction for you here. You see, because you're defiling the temple.
Right, right.
1 Corinthians 3 and 16.
God is at work here.
His head and his hair were white like wool, and as white as snow.
Hey, who has woolly hair? Who has woolly hair? What race of people?
That's right.
Reading on.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes were as a flame of fire. His eyes were red because he was a wine bibber. And when you drink wine, the whites of your eyes turn red. That's right. Reading on.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
What color is brass? You know what color brass is? Well, brass, so that you know, is a derivative of brown. That's right. It's about like the color of a copper penny. That's brass right there. Reading on.
As if they burnt in a furnace.
So if you burn brass, if you burn something that's brown, what color does that make that? It makes it darker brown. You see, which means that Christ, the Messiah, whom the world calls Jesus Christ, was a so-called black man.
That's right. That's right.
You see, so this image here, this is a false image of the Messiah.
That's right.
This is the image that the so-called white man had our people bowing down to. An idol, you see, a false deity. And that's what we're trying to destroy right now, this image here, and the worshiping of this image. Because our people, that's what led our people astray. And that's why our people are being destroyed right now as we speak. We're worshiping idols, man. You know, you got a precept? Yeah, let me get that real quick. First Corinthians 3 and 16. Yeah, because if you were getting ready to smoke a square, you know, and you got to realize, the scriptures, they speak against that, man. You're polluting your temple when you do that.
God's temple, man.
Not for me.
It's 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God.
Okay, so you're the temple of God.
That's right.
Reading on.
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
The Spirit of the Most High dwells within that temple. Reading on.
If any man defile the temple of God.
What?
If any man
defile the temple of God.
Okay, so that's what you're doing whenever you're smoking the Newport, man.
Right.
You're defiling the temple of the Most High.
Right.
Reading on.
Him shall God destroy.
Hey, so you're just destroying yourself. The Most High is going to destroy you for that, man. You know? Hey, there's a lot of toxins that are in that cigarette that you're smoking, man. You know, fiberglass and the filters that are cutting up your lungs when you inhale, man.
Right.
You know, all types of formaldehyde and all types of other chemicals that you're inhaling into the temple of the Lord, man.
Teach up.
You know, hey, you got to kick that habit, man. And you pray to the Most High. Pray to the East. Put your hand up to the Most High to give you the strength to kick that habit. Hey, I've been there, you know. But in order to kick that habit, hey, have faith in the Most High that He'll do that for you.
Right.
You know. And we're going to get a couple other commandments here for you. And let me get Deuteronomy 10 and 12, now that you know that you're an Israelite, or what have you. And also, let me get some of the curses also as well. Because there's a reason why our heritage has been taken away from us, or what have you. You see? And that's because of disobedience. You see?
Right.
And let's start with Deuteronomy. Let's go Deuteronomy 1 and 1.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 1.
Bring it out.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Hey, so these Moses, he's speaking unto the Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You see? And let's get Deuteronomy. We go 10 and 12. Let's start there.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 12.
Bring it out.
And now, Israel, what do the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord.
To what?
To keep all the commandments of the Lord, and his statutes, which I command thee this day, for they are good.
And for thy good, man. So we're supposed to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments for our good.
That's
You
right.
see? And if we do these things, then we can get Deuteronomy 28 and 1. You got Deuteronomy 28 and 1 too?
Deuteronomy 28, verse 1.
Bring it out.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Hearken means to listen. Hearken means to listen diligently. Reading on.
to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Exactly. So we will be set on high if we will do what was required of us by keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. But there's a flip side to that, and we're going to get that right over here.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Wake them up.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
All these what?
all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing?
See, it could be either one.
Well, in this context here, a curse is a bad thing that was placed upon.
Wake
You
'em
see,
up.
And these curses here, that we have in the book of Deuteronomy, in the 28th chapter, are used to identify who the children of Israel are. Let me get Jeremiah 17 and 4, Bubba Gashaw.
Wake 'em
And,
up,
we can
Ak.
get a couple of curses here for you.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 16.
Bring it out.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Cursed thou shalt be what?
Cursed thou shalt be in the city.
Yeah, we're cursing the cities, man. You know, as a people. You know, we don't own any of these businesses here.
Right.
We live in the worst neighborhoods predominantly. We
Hard.
go to the schools that have the least amount of funding. You see, things that are at our disposal are not on the same level as those things that are at the disposal of
Wake
the
'em up,
heathen.
Art.
Wake 'em up.
And cursed shalt be in this field.
Hey, we're cursing the field right now. In today's climate, the so-called Native American, actually the so-called Latinos, they're the ones that are out there working in the farms. You know,
Right,
for
right.
pennies on the dollar. You know, cutting up watermelons, doing whatever. You know, the lettuce also as well. But in times past, we were the ones out in the field, predominantly the so-called black man. You see,
Teach, Ak.
out there in the fields, you know, working the cotton. You know, during slavery. Reading on.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 32. They sons and they daughters shall be given unto another people.
Hey, we're seeing that now predominantly with the Northern Kingdom, the so-called Latinos. Whenever they come over here from other countries at the border, their children are snatched away from them. You see, also you have cases where the so-called blacks and Latinos that are locked up in prison. You see, the women, they're having babies while they're in prison, and their babies are being sold into foster care and taken away from them. Back in the ancient days, during slavery, when we were on the slave auction blocks, families were separated also as well, or what have you. So these curses, they fit our people. Reading on.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword.
Hey, these are nicknames, so that's why you see our nationality always changing. You
Right.
see, from African American, Afro American, Black, Negro, Spick, nigger, all these other monikers that are put on our people,
Teach,
or
Ak.
what have you. Hey, man, it's prophesied to happen to us in the Bible.
That's
And
right.
Because of our disobedience. We're going to get that over here in Jeremiah 17 and 4.
Jeremiah 17 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
And so the Lord gave us a heritage. He gave us laws, statutes, and commandments that we're supposed to follow. You see, He gave us these customs to properly serve Him in sincerity and in truth. That's
Right.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
Do what?
I will cause thee to serve thy enemies.
And that's reading on.
In the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
And so even up to this day, our people are still worshiping these so-called white images. Man. You know, and they're worshiping other idols. You know, like Allah, Buddha, and everything else also. You see, a lot of our people don't even believe in the Heavenly Father. You see, and our people, and they had to go through curses for that disobedience, and one of those curses is having our nationality stripped from us. We're the only nationality of people that don't know who we are. You can get 10 so-called black people all together, and you can ask each one of them what their nationality is and get 10 different answers. But that doesn't apply to the so-called Chinaman. You ask 10 Chinese people who they are, they're going to tell you, hey, I'm Chinese. And if you try to tell them that there's something else, that they're Korean, hey, man, they're going to get offended. Same thing with so-called white people, man, who are the Edomites according to the Bible. You know, and you get 10 so-called white people together, hey, they're going to tell you, hey, they're going to know specifically that I'm Irish. You know, so they'll even separate themselves and say, I'm Irish. You'll have others, they'll say that they're Italian. You know, like they, and others, they'll say that they're Swiss or German. You see? So they know specifically who they categorize themselves as being. You see? Hey, and there's another curse. Let's get Deuteronomy 28 and 68 and get to the point.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Hey, Egypt is the word. Egypt is a word that's synonymous with bondage, according to the scriptures, and we're going to back that up here with Exodus 20 and start from 2.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of bondage, you see? So Egypt is synonymous with bondage as according to the scriptures. Reading, let's get that one more time.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Hey, how did we get over here? We got over here on slave ships, man.
Right.
You know? That was prophesied to happen to the children of Israel. Reading on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
They're talking about our homeland. Our homeland is Jerusalem, Israel. You see? That's our homeland. We're not able to go back there, man. You know? Reading on.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Yep.
For bondmen and bondwomen.
Yep. And finish that off up again, sure.
And no man shall buy you.
Hey, so no man will be able to redeem us out of this captivity. The only way to get out of this captivity is following these laws.
That's right.
Man,
Right.
And having faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and praying for his grace.
I appreciate y'all, but I actually needed this.
Okay.
I don't like. Actually, I get the word.
Okay.
But I definitely appreciate you, and I appreciate you because I love your voice. I love that. Because, bro, like going to church when I was a kid, I always cried going to church every time. Like, my mom used to tell me, like, I was just God's way of, like, reaching for it. Like, I was crying my sins out. And I needed that because it's been a tough week for me. And I did actually learn some stuff I didn't even really know. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, so you know your nationality now? What's your nationality?
So we're really so Judah, right?
Judah. So you're Israelite.
Yeah.
Israelite. So what the so-called white man calls you, American black or whatever, hey, that's a falsehood, that's a lie. You're an Israelite.
That's right.
Man. We get Deuteronomy 7 and 6, and then we'll let you go, man. Because this is the last thing that you really need to know,
The
man.
book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6.
Here we go.
And it reads, For thou art an holy people
We're a holy people. Holy meaning separate. Reading on.
unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee
So you're chosen. Reading on.
to be a special people unto himself,
Unto himself. Reading on.
above all people,
What?
above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Yeah, so if you're on this sign right here, man, of the 12 tribes of Israel, you're above all people that are upon the face
That's
of the earth.
right.
You're royalty out here, man. You know, we have a YouTube channel called WFI Pittsburgh. WFI Pittsburgh, you'll be able to get edified on that channel there.
Hey,
You know?
Carl. Hey, Devontae, give me the, make sure you get the link.
WFI Pittsburgh.
WFI.
Hey, Con, because you know you're an Israelite, there's rules and stuff we gotta follow though. There's laws we gotta follow. Just not 10 commandments, there's laws. So make sure you check out that channel if you want to learn. If you care about your soul.
Right. Yep. That's what we're doing. One soul at a time, man. One soul at a time.
Right.
Watchmen for Israel.
Are us. You should be here with us because you are us. We aren't out here for us. We're out here for the ones that we used to be.
And we can get that. We can get that. Let me get James 5 and 19. You know, James 5 and 19.
To let you know who you are. Most High said that.
It's the book of James, chapter 5, verse 19.
Bring it out.
Brethren, if any of you do err from the truth, and one convert him, let him know that he which converteth the sinner from the error of his ways shall save a soul from death.
Hey, that's what we're out here to do,
That's
man.
right.
One soul at a time, man. Is to try to save them from death, man. Reading
That's
on,
right.
Reading on.
And shall hide a multitude of sins.
So this is reciprocal. So it's not just so much as saving another brother's soul from death or participating in that happening. It's also a chance for us to be able to hide a multitude of sins.
That's
man.
right.
Right, that's right.
So we're helping each other out here.
That's
So
right.
by you stopping and by you taking heed to the word, and you're helping all of us out being able to
That's
cover
right.
a multitude of sins.
That's
man.
right.
You know, so you're doing us a favor also as well.
Come
We
on.
appreciate your time, man. We appreciate you stopping.
The water
Appreciate
king.
you, King.
Thank you for the
All
word.
praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. All
to the
praises.
Most High.
Make sure you check out that channel, King.
And
I
we're
will.
out here, man. Lord's will every Saturday.
Lord's
man.
will, every Saturday we try to come out here, man. Come and visit us
1 o'clock.
again.
I got you.
All praise.
Shalom, King.
Shalom,
Shalom,
King.
King.
Kom Yasharal.
Home Yahshua. And with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Kom Yahshua.
Kom Yahshua.
Kom Yahshua.
Kom Yahshua.
Kom Yahshua.
Kom Yahshua.
All praises to the Most High.
All praises to the Most High.
Shalom.